Don't be mad with me, y'all. What's going on, good people? Welcome to Lisa's Real Spill. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Listen, welcome to Lisa's Real Spill. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know what we do over here. We just keep it real. Okay? We just keep it simple and we keep it real, right? What's going on, good people? How's everybody doing on today? Look at my hair, y'all. It's growing. It's growing. I had got it cut a little bit and this done grew back already. It's growing. It look good though. I love it. Nice and healthy. My hair nice and healthy, y'all. Nice and healthy. Yes, it is. It's nice and healthy. What's going on, my good people? Before we get into this conversation on tonight, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Make sure it says all so that when I go live, hopefully you'll get notified. Okay? What it do, y'all? Listen, we got a lot to talk about on tonight. We got a lot to talk about. I gotta get me something I can put my phone on. Cause it gets on my nerves when I have to hold it in my hand. Yes, we got some things we got to talk about on tonight. We got a lot of things we're going to talk about tonight. And some of them may be a little uncomfortable for some of you, but it's okay. We're going to talk about it anyway because we need to talk about it. And we need to we need to let, how can I put it? We need to let people know what they need to know, if that makes sense. It's a such thing as teaching people something, okay? Teaching people something. And there's nothing wrong with that. You wanna get people to recognize some of their wrongdoings, okay? And I titled this, what is pretty to cute? What did I put exactly, y'all? I don't forgot what I put exactly. How is it to be pretty? And I put ugly, which what I meant was, how is it to be pretty and how is it to be ugly? Okay? And I want to talk about that. And the reason why I want to touch on that first, because I had some individuals that how can I put it? Had conversations with or whatever. And the situation that occurred was a woman calling someone else ugly. Okay? Now, I was very upset about that. But I didn't let myself go off. Okay? But I did let her know how I felt about it, about calling somebody else ugly. Because you think you pretty and you think you the best thing walking the earth. And it's okay. That's okay if you feel like that about yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. It becomes a problem when you start to look down on other people and you start to call other people ugly. Okay? Because let me tell you something. Some people that's got these so-called looks, that's pretty looks, they think it's pretty, they pretty, right? Some of them are ugly people. Matter of fact, a lot of them that I know that think they are pretty are ugly people. They may be attractive in looks, but when they may be attractive in looks, but they may have, they may be ugly within. You understand what I'm saying? Because some people are ugly people within, but they may be pretty on the outside. They may, be nice looking on the outside or be very attractive on the outside. But when you open your mouth and you talk, that's what really shows you up as who you are as a person. And it's a turn off. A person, walk up on you or whatever, and they think that you're attractive or you're pretty or you're handsome. But when you open your mouth and they see your attitude, okay, it's a turn off. Some people don't care about your looks once you open up your mouth and they hear you talk. That's right. Your heart is who you are. That is so true. And you can be a pretty person, but your heart tells on you every time. When you open up your mouth, the stuff that come out, it lets that person know what type of heart you have when you open up your mouth. I don't like to use the word ugly, okay? And if I use it where as though I'm talking about within, okay? Because I think ugly is a harsh word, and they may be ugly to you, but they may not be ugly to me. You understand what I'm saying? It all depends on how you look at things. I don't know. Why do I always get, most of the time I get decent people on my channel. But every now and then I get assholes over here. Pardon my French, y'all. Sometimes I got to go ratchet on these motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? And it always be the people that don't want to show their face. You understand what I mean? It's always the motherfuckers that don't want to show their face, that be talking a lot. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It be the main ones that want to come on your channel and run their trap when they, they don't want to even show their face. I did. I just did that. Thank you, baby. I just blocked them. I'm just saying, that gets on my nerves sometimes, because usually I don't get those type of people over here. I usually get decent people over here in my chat. But sometimes I get one or maybe two people that's got to come through and be a complete asshole, And then if I say something raunchy, then they, then their feelings is hurt or they, get mad. But you over here in my chat saying stuff you ain't got no business saying. Like, come on, you won't even show your face. But you in somebody's chat talking crazy. Yes, but the enemy don't like truth being spoken. He will distract. You right about that. You right about that. And I'm going right back into my conversation. Thank you for saying that. I'm going right back into my conversation. But anywho, I got distracted now and I forgot what I was saying. God dang it. Anyway, yeah, but some people be so caught up into how they look, right? That they don't even think about their heart. How, what their heart is. And that's what we gotta focus more on, y'all. We gotta get out of looking at people looks and what they wear and stuff like that, and start looking at people hearts. What are their hearts? Do they have a good heart? That's what we gotta start paying more attention of. Let me say this too. If you somebody that looks like me, y'all know what we done been through, right? But at some point, we gotta change, y'all. We can't keep using what happened to our ancestors and stuff. We can't keep using that for an excuse to be bad people. We can't. At some point, we've got to change. We've got to change. We've got to learn how to love one another. We really do. We really do. We've got to learn how to love one another. And the only way that you can do that is got to start with you. You got to start changing within yourself. You've got to. You've got to start making that change within you. And stop using stuff to be mean. It's like, I'm gonna be on. I gotta be honest with y'all. My people, it's like y'all hate each other. And I didn't say dislike. I didn't say dislike. And I'm not talking about everybody. Okay? I'm not talking about everybody. But some of y'all, it's like you hate your own people. The things that you say to each other, the things that you do to each other. It's not right. And the things that you put out in the universe, you will get it back. Don't think that the things that you do, that you put out there, they not coming back. Because everything that you put out in the universe comes back to you. You put dirt out there, dirt coming back. And it never comes back the same way you put it out there. It comes back 10 times worse. We have to get to a point where we love each other. And I always use this, and I still use it. The man in the mirror. I look in the mirror every day, and I do a reflection of me. I don't worry about what everybody else doing. I worry about me, what I do, how I treat other people, how I feel about me. Those are the things that I think about when I look in the mirror. Okay? Excuse me. It's like a reflection test that I do. And I use it to keep me on track. To make sure that I'm on my job as treating people the way I want to be treated, treating myself the way I supposed to be treated, loving on myself as well as I love on others. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. When you start making that change about how you treat you, once you start loving you and treating you right, you're gonna start treating other people the same way. I'm telling you. I know because I've done it. And I still do it. You have to learn how to treat yourself right first. Then it's gonna make it easier for you to treat other people right. When you start loving you, you're gonna love others right too. That's how that works. But some of us are, some of us are just messed up. We're messed up people for whatever the reason. And it's your responsibility to heal. Whatever you've been through in your life, it's your responsibility to heal from it. It's not my responsibility. It's not nobody's responsibility. It's your responsibility to heal from whatever you've been through. If you're broken and damaged, you gotta fix that. You gotta fix that. And you can't run around and blame other people because of what has happened to you. You gotta fix that. Whether it's going to therapy or finding somebody you trust that you can talk to and open up to. Okay, but you got to do something because you need to heal from that. You can't continue to walk around broken and damaged. When you're dealing with trauma, guess what happens? And you don't do anything about it. When you get in a relationship, you're going to mess that up. When you have children, you're going to mess them up. Because everything that's going on with you, it's going to, sprinkle right on down to your children and stuff. That's why you got to get you right. Get your stuff in order. Some of us women, I don't understand how women can treat each other bad. I just never understood that. I never understood it. I still don't understand it. Because us as being women, we know what we done been through and what we have gone through and stuff. Everybody's situation is different, but still, we all women, and we should have empathy and compassion for each other at all times. But we don't. And that's bad. That's bad. I'm telling you, that's bad. That is bad. And I ain't talking about all of us. I'm talking about some of us. But it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. You going through something, you should be able to pull up one of your sisters and say, hey, I need to talk to you. I need somebody to talk to. And it shouldn't be no judgment or nothing. But you know why we can't do that? Because we are jacked up as individuals, right? That's why some of us can't relate to you. That's why some of us don't have that empathy and compassion for our other sisters, is because we as individuals are jacked up. And until you fix you, you ain't gonna be no good to nobody else. You ain't gonna be no good to nobody else. You gotta fix you. I run across so many of my sisters that's messed up. They messed up. And I'm talking about young. Young. Listen, I'm not gonna say her name or nothing. But this girl was 13. Okay? She gets in the car. She done ran away from home, and she gets in a car with some man that's 30, in his 30s. Okay? He takes her in the back of the car and do things with her. Now she 13, he 30. He in his 30s. You're not gonna tell me he didn't know that girl was 13. I don't care what nobody say. You're not gonna tell me that he didn't know that girl was 13. Okay? But he did what he did. And then after the fact, he gonna say, you seem like you young. Like you, how old is you for real? It don't matter now because you have done what you wanted to do. I feel like hair tickling me. My head tickling me somewhere. You done did what you wanted to do. So what difference does it make how old this girl is? Because you done already did what you wanted to do. This is what I'm talking about. She running away from home to ran into some man. This is the stuff I'm talking about. And the problem is that a lot of this stuff starts from at home. Some of these mothers out here is jacked up. And now the children is suffering because of the parents. It's sad, but it's true. It's true. You know? And what irks me so bad is that some of the parents don't even want to take responsibility. They want to act like they ain't did nothing. Ain't my fault. She too damn smart. She too damn grown. This, that, the other. At 13, this girl running away from home. What's she running from? What's going on at home that's got her running? Okay? Like, it's just so much there to unpack. You understand what I'm saying? So much to unpack. But this is what's going on. This is why so many of our children is jacked up. Because parents are not, they not standing up. They not, you know what I'm saying? They just not doing what's needed to be done. They not. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Parents are not doing what my parents used to do, what I used to do. You understand what I'm saying? We're not involved. Let's put it like that. We're not involved like we should be. We're not. For whatever the reason is, the parents don't want to get involved with the children. They don't. I think some of them do it because they had children very young. They weren't ready. They weren't ready. But they did it anyway. And see, once you bring children into this world, it's your responsibility to raise them and to try to raise them the right way. You know, if you don't know, then you need to find out. Once you have kids, it's time to find out what you don't know. So you can give them a chance at life that you didn't get. You understand what I'm saying? It's time for some of y'all parents to stand up for your children and give them a better life that you didn't get. I'm not saying that you're supposed to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you're supposed to try to do better. You're supposed to try to do better. You're supposed to try to grow. You're supposed to try to learn more. Listen to other people that might be going through the same thing you going through, so you can get information from them and stuff. Like, come on, it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting information from other people that you don't know, as long as they telling you the right thing. Some of you might need parenting classes. You understand what I'm saying? You might need some parenting classes. It's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with you as a mother or a father, right? Trying to get, information that can help you raise your child better. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Because didn't no book come with parenting? Didn't no book come with parenting? If it's books out there about parenting, it's probably a dozen of them, because everybody had a different experience with each child. There was a different experience. You see what I'm saying? So it's nothing to be ashamed of. The shame comes from when you don't get no help to help you become a better parent. That's where the shame come in at. It's too much information out here today. It's too much information out here today. So it's really no excuse. It's no excuse why you can't get some information to help you become a better mother, to help you become a better father. I hear people say sometimes, women can't raise no boys. Boys need a man. I've seen a lot of women do what they had to do, though. And my mother raised 5 boys, right? Now, their father was there. Well, my oldest brother, my mother was married to my oldest brother, and then he died. And then she remarried. And then she had her other children. But she raised all her boys, and none of them are in jail. All of them worked. They got married, had families, took care of their families and everything. So there may be certain things that a woman cannot show a man, a boy, right? But it's a lot of information a woman can give a boy to make him become a decent member of society. Because let me say this. If you're going to have your child's father there to raise him and stuff, he's not doing that child no good if he's not doing the right thing. Let me repeat that. If you got your child father in his life and he's not doing the right thing, right? He's not even a positive person in that child's life, right? And he's the child's father. What's the point? What's the point? You know, help me make this make sense, because I hear a lot of this rhetoric, but I'm asking questions. What's the point in having a man around his child if he's not doing anything to help with raising that child the right way? But he's contributing to making bad habits, for this child to pick up bad habits. What's the point? Because I've seen women who keep the child's father around, and guess what? The child ended up worse, in worse shape. She probably could have did better without your child father being there, because he just and that's just the truth. If you're going to be in these children's lives, do right by them. Don't come with the fuckery, okay? If you're going to be in this child's life and you just child parent, do the right thing by these children. Because I believe a child need both their parents. I truly believe that. But if you are in a situation where one parent is not doing what they want to do, they not doing what they supposed to be doing, you don't have a choice but to go ahead and do your job. You don't have no choice but to do what you got to do. Excuse me. I got 2 boys. They grown and they productive members of society. They ain't been in jail. They graduated from school, the whole 9. I raised them. You can't make men do something they don't want to do. You can't. You can't make them do something they don't want to do. I ain't running down no man trying to make him do what he's supposed to do. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. The door was open. He could have came through at any time he wanted to come through, and he didn't. I wasn't going looking for him. You know what you did. You know what you created. I ain't coming looking for you. And see, when you mess over people, it comes back. It comes back. When you mess over people, it comes back. When you have kids with a woman and you don't do your part, it comes back. Trust and believe me, it comes back. You can't just make children with a woman and then decide you're not going to take care of them. And you just walk away or walk off. And you think your life going to go right. It don't. It don't. Your life, trust me, what you do, listen, and I say it all the time, what you put out in the universe is going to come back. That's facts. Big facts. Ain't nothing false about that. It's nothing false about that. So for people that make babies with women and then you walk away and you just forget about them, okay. But when your life start falling around you, falling apart around you, and you be sitting there one day saying, why is all this happening to me? Think about that baby you left on that woman that you was with. I said what I said. Think about that baby you made that you left. Think about the dirt, the women you done made babies with and left, ain't thought about them no more. And some of you got the nerve, you'll get with a woman, you'll make a baby with her, you'll dug her, but then you'll go find another woman with 2 kids or more, and you'll get up under her and help her raise her children. And you'll leave yours. Make that make sense. Oh yeah, y'all do it because I done seen it. I done seen it done. I done seen it done. I done seen it done. I done seen it. I done seen it happen to so many women. I love y'all, my brothers, but some of y'all got to get it together. Some of y'all got to do better. Seriously. But like I said, everything you do come back to you. Everything you do. And you know, it's just heartbreaking sometimes. It used to really bother me a lot when I would see certain things happen with my people, you know. Because I love my people. I love y'all for real. And I know it's in us to be, we resilient people. It's just in us to be good people. But we have to work on our inner self. We've got to work on ourselves. We can't worry about other people. We got to work on ourselves as individuals. You got to learn how to love you first. When you do that, you're going to find that is going to allow you to treat other people good and love them right too. But as long as you got stuff that's going on in you that you ain't dealt with yet, as long as you're walking around broken and damaged and dealing with trauma, you're not going to get there. You're not going to get there. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about because I've been there. You're not going to get there until you fix you. You got to fix you first. You know, some of you need to stay out the relationships. Keep your prick in your pants. And y'all women need to keep y'all stuff in y'all pants. Leave the relationships alone and work on yourself. Work on yourself, making you a better you. That's what's going to bring us up, is that we got to learn to love each other. That's what's going to bring us up. I'm telling you, that's what is going to bring us together, is we have to learn to love one another. That's what's missing. Love. It's too much hate going on. We've got to learn to love each other. That's what's missing. And it's a lot of things that we let distract us. The reason why we can't get it together. Some of us are worried about the design, what we wearing. It's got to be a designer or something, you know. The shoes got to be red bottoms or something like that. Man, fuck all that shit. Fuck all that. That shit don't mean nothing. It really don't. It really don't. It don't mean nothing. You got to learn how to love your people. That's what you got to do. You got to learn how to love each other. That's what it's about. That shit is material shit. And when you leave here, guess what? It ain't going with you. It ain't going with you. Even if you told somebody, when I go, put my designer stuff in there with me. Guess what? When they get ready to put you in that ground, they're going to take your designer shit right out that thing and take it. Because you ain't even going to know it's in there. I'm telling you, we worry about the wrong shit. We do. I be looking at people when they start getting money, the first thing they do is run and get them veneers on their teeth. I said, why didn't they go to a dentist? Why didn't they find a good dentist to go to and just get the teeth fixed? You know? Everybody wanted to go get veneers on their teeth. I didn't understand that. Because I thought when you put them over top of your teeth, don't you got to go back and get them to clean them out, clean out from under there and stuff? That's what I thought. This water tastes so good. I thought that you had to, clean out from under there. You got to go back and let them clean them out from under there and stuff. After you had them on for so long. At least that's what I thought. But everybody wanted to get veneers. I never understood that. Then they went through a thing where people get money, they got to go get a BBL. I never understood that. Because let me tell you something. You can get your body done. You can get your teeth fixed. You can get, you can get all that shit done, right? And at the end of the day, you still wouldn't be happy with yourself. You still won't be happy. Look how many people done went and got work done, and they still keep going back getting work done. They ain't happy yet. You know why? Because it starts within. That's why they're not happy. It starts within. You got to learn how to be happy with you. I don't care how much work you go get done. I don't care how you go get your teeth fixed, whatever you do. You still got to be happy with you. That's why some people want to crack on people when they see people and they got teeth missing or their mug messed up, but they still walking with their head up though. It is what it is. I respect them. I respect people like that. I respect people like that. I really do, because they have learned to love themselves. So they don't worry about all that shit, because they have learned to love themselves. And that's what a lot of us got to do. We've got to learn how to love ourselves and stop worrying about the worldly things and start learning to just love you and be happy with you. Then once you're happy and you're loving you, as who you really are, then if you have things about you you don't like, then you work on changing them. That's how that works. That's how that go. But you don't run and try to do everything somebody else doing. And then you go get your shit fixed and you're still not happy. You're still going back trying to get something else done because you're just not happy with you. It has nothing to do with your teeth. It don't have nothing to do with your the way your body's shaped or nothing. It's the fact that you don't love you. That's it, and that's all. And I don't care what you do to it, what you do to yourself, it's not going to make you love yourself. That's something that you have to fix within. And as soon as some of y'all know that and accept that, the better off you'll be. You know, when I was younger, I used to wear um the designer stuff. I stopped wearing that shit. I sure did. I stopped wearing all that shit. Let me tell you something. I found out that I could wear a nice shirt and a pair of pants, or a nice short set that I like, and I looked good in it, and I was happy with it. It did not have to have a designer. It didn't have to be a designer by somebody or something like that. And I stopped wearing all that shit years ago. I sure did, because it didn't serve me no purpose. It didn't serve me no purpose. I said, what the hell am I going to spend all that money on that shit for? With somebody else's name on it. And most of them people, if you look like me, they don't want you in their store anyway. I'm just saying. I said what I said. Most of them people don't even want you in their store if you look like I look. Y'all didn't hear China come out and put everybody on blast about how they was making the stuff for Louis Vuitton and stuff. It's all on TikTok and stuff, where they came out and told everything. They said they charge you all that money for that stuff. That stuff don't even cost that much money. All the stuff they was selling to y'all was they asking for all that money. China came out and told everything. Came out and told it all. Sure did. I said, I know some people are furious. Cause some of these people think they got something. When they go and spend all that money on them bags and them shoes and stuff, they be showing up thinking they got something. And China put everybody on blast. I said, damn. You know, I'd be surprised that it's not a lot of people who look like me as designers. with the clothes and stuff. Now it's more and more people. I see more and more people putting clothing lines together and stuff. I do see that now. I've been seeing a lot of people putting clothing lines and stuff together. People that look like me. And that's a good thing. I'm surprised I don't know why. I'm surprised that we don't do it. I'm just surprised that it's we don't have our own clothes and stuff like that, like we should. Because so many of us, it's so many of us that that's so creative, and we so resilient and stuff. So, I'm quite, like I say, I know some people have started their clothing lines and stuff. I do know that because I know a few people on TikTok that got, their clothing lines and stuff like that going on. Excuse me, y'all. And yeah, I'm gonna be buying some stuff from them. I sure am. I'm get, uh, DDG. I think if it's not him, I think his sister started a clothing line or something like that. I'm gonna give me some stuff for her. I got 3 people on my list. I'm gonna get some stuff from. My daughter bought some clogs from Kai. I know some of y'all know Kai. My daughter bought the clogs from him. So yeah, I got a few people on my list. I can't buy from everybody. I ain't got it like that. But I am going to get some stuff because I want to support. I want to support my people. So that's what we have to start doing, y'all, is supporting each other. And stop being haters. Don't be haters because somebody else is doing something. Don't be hating and don't want to support that person because, hey Tari, how you doing? Grand rising, my brother. Listen, don't get mad because somebody else is doing something, and don't be hating on people. We got too much of that going on. That hating on each other, y'all, we gotta stop that shit. That shit holds you back. I'm telling you what I know. That holds you back. If you start loving on each other and coming together, you're gonna be surprised of how you will grow and evolve. Like seriously, you will. You will. Because when you get around like-minded people, you start doing like-minded things. You see what I'm saying? Like, say, for instance, you start getting around people who, starting businesses and stuff like that, you're going to want to do the same thing. And it's going to grow. And it's going to turn out good. I'm telling you. Because we got it. We got what it takes, y'all. We just got to stop hating on each other and stuff. We got to stop that shit, man. That shit holds you back. That hating on people, it holds you back. I'm serious. Don't nothing good come out of it. That's why some of y'all can't get nowhere right now, because you so hateful. You hateful. Some of y'all won't support other people because you don't want to see them get ahead and stuff like that. They going to get ahead anyway. Even if you don't support, they going to get ahead anyway. I'm telling you, you ain't going to stop. You ain't stopping nothing. You stopping yourself. You ain't stopping other people. We got to learn to support each other. We do. And we spend the most money. We spend the most money and don't want to support each other. And it ain't all of us, it's some of us. But I'm telling you, we still gonna win. When you're a hater, you're gonna be left by yourself. You better learn how to love each other. You better learn how to love on people. Because when you're a hater, you're gonna be left by yourself. You ain't gonna get nowhere. Hating people don't get nowhere. They end up being left behind. Because hating, I'm telling you, it don't get you nowhere. It don't get you nowhere. You're going to end up left by yourself. What they say? Lost in the sauce. Sure enough, you're going to be lost in the sauce with that hating. You gotta stop hating on people. Excuse me. And some of y'all be hating because you hate yourself. It ain't really about the other person. It's the fact that you hate you. You hate yourself. For whatever the reason is, some of y'all that be hating, it ain't that. It don't have nothing to do with other people. It's got everything to do with you. It's got everything to do with the man in the mirror. Seriously. Y'all got to do better. You got to do better. I had to talk about this. I wanted to talk about this. I meant to come on here the other night, and I didn't get a chance to. My daughter been in the hospital. My daughter was in the hospital for some days, so I didn't get a chance to make the video. So I came on here tonight. I said, let me drop this video right quick. And I wasn't sleepy, so I said, I'm going to go ahead and drop this video right quick. But yeah, and I really want to talk about those things because we have to start loving on each other, y'all. That's the answer to everything. Love. You'd be surprised of what happens in your life when you start loving. When you start showing love, you're going to be surprised of the change that will come into your life when you start loving. And that's the truth. That's the truth. I got people that be hating on me. I do. I don't pay them no mind. I don't pay them no mind because they hate goes right back. They try to send it to me and I send it right back. Yes, because I am not a hateful person. I love people and I try to help where I can help. And, I help anybody. That's just me. It's in my nature. I can't help that. I don't regret it either. I will help people. I don't have a problem with that. But I have haters. I do. I have haters because I'm a loving person. And that's how haters do. Haters can't stand people who will love, who will show love and stuff. It just does something to them. It makes them angry. I upset their demons. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. Not my fault at all. That's a you problem, not a my problem. But that's how it is. When you're a good person, you got a good heart, and you show love, you're going to get haters. You're going to get haters. It's sad, but it's true. And I don't let it get me down. I know what to do. I know what to do for haters and stuff. I know what to do for you. Trust and believe me. I know what to do for you. Oh, yeah. What's going on, Matari? It's good to see you. Good to see you. I'm going to get off here now. It's good to see you. Oh, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate everybody that stopped through and hollered at your girl. And I appreciate y'all up there in the bushes. I know that's right. I still love you. I love all of y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here too. I sure do. Tari said, what Tari say? Please give a person their roses and forgiveness while they are alive, not after they're dead. Please celebrate a person's life and accomplishments while they're alive, not after they're dead. That's right, Tari. Tari said, please appreciate the genuine safe people and genuine safe places in your life. That's right. That's right. I totally agree with all that. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I'm going to leave y'all with this. I'm going to leave y'all with something to think about. If something was to happen to you, what would you want people to think? What would you want people to think about you? If something was to happen to you, what would you want people to think of you? That's just something for you. I'm going to leave y'all with that. That's just something for you to think about. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Miss Lisa, I mentioned one of your life lessons on the YouTube channel. Kale, I do scope. I think I'm saying it right. Of happiness, where they talked about respect and self-love. Thank you, Tari. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, that's my thing right there. That's self-love. That's my thing right there. I have created a business, y'all. Okay. And it's called Turning Your Story into Income. Y'all, you can only control what you present in front of them. What they choose to see is up to them. The question is when you look in the mirror. That's right. I just said something about that, Tari. The man in the mirror. I just was saying something to them about that. Using this, I told them to use the mirror as a reflection, as doing, reflecting on themselves. You know, see, let me tell you something. When you look in that mirror at yourself, if you're not a good person, guess what? You're not gonna want to stand there and see yourself. You're not gonna want to stand there and look at yourself for so long if you're not a good person. That's just the truth, right? When I was in my addiction and I would look in the mirror, guess what? I didn't want to look long. I didn't want to look in that mirror long. You know why? Because I didn't feel good about myself. I did not feel good about me. So that's why I didn't want to look in that mirror long. I'm telling you, if you stand in that mirror and you do some reflecting of over your life, right? You look within, guess what? If your life not right, you're not going to want to stand in that mirror and look at yourself for so long because you're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be uncomfortable. It's going to make you uncomfortable. It sure is. You're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel ashamed. You're going to feel guilt because you know you ain't living right and you ain't doing right. And when you stand in front of that mirror, you're going to feel that. That's why I tell people, I call it the man in the mirror. Get in that mirror and look at yourself. Just stand there and look at yourself and think about you, what you have been doing. What have you done? What have you been through? What have you done to other people? Just get in that mirror and do some reflecting. I guarantee you it'll work. It's going to work. It's going, and listen, if you don't want to change as a person, that means you don't have a soul. You don't have a heart. If you look in that mirror, if you stand in that mirror and you look at yourself and you stand there long enough and just look at yourself, look at yourself to the point you feel like you looking inside yourself. And you don't feel nothing, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. That man in the mirror works. It works. You just got to work it, and you got to work it the right way. You ain't supposed to be looking in the mirror at some man that you think you in love with. That's not what I'm talking about. When you look in this mirror, you're supposed to be reflecting only on you, only inside of you. You're looking not at how you look. You are connecting with who you really are within when you look in that mirror. You are to think about yourself and what you have done to other people. What have you done to yourself? What trauma you been through? Why are you broken and damaged? Why you can't have a healthy relationship? Okay? These are the things that you do. You be reflecting about you, the inner you. Not standing in there looking at yourself thinking you pretty or you're handsome. Not all that. You doing this so that you can grow, so that you can free yourself, so that you can become a better you. It works if you do it right. I still do it to this day because it works. You just got to do it. Some of you run from it because you know you ain't living right. And you done did some things that you're probably ashamed of. But when you get in that mirror, that's when you call on the Creator. That's when you drop to your knees and ask the Creator to forgive you. That's when you repent. And then you start working on your life and changing your ways. All that'll take place right there in that mirror. It might not happen on the first day, might not happen on the second day. But if you do it and do it right, God gonna step in. He gonna bring you to your knees. Trust and believe me. He gonna bring, that spirit gonna come. And he gonna bring you to your knees. I'm telling you. And you'll probably come back on my live and tell me about it. I'm telling you, it worked. You gotta work it. Stop playing with me. Get your life right. We not perfect. I understand that. We not perfect, but guess what? You can change your life. You can't, listen, you can't keep going through life being hateful, being mean to people, being nasty to people. You can't keep going like that. You gotta get that out your life. You gotta get that out your system and start loving. That's the answer. That's the answer. That's why some of y'all lives is not going right. Because you don't want to love. You don't want to love. That's why. That's why your life ain't right. That's why you got a lot of chaos and confusion in your life. Because you don't want to love. I'm telling you. I'm giving y'all stuff I do in my own life. I ain't sitting up here spitting nothing, like pulling nothing out the air. I'm doing stuff I did in my own life. You know I'm a recovering addict. I've been clean over 20-something years. Stop playing with me. And I did the same thing I'm telling y'all about. I did the same stuff I'm telling y'all about. I'm telling you. It works if you work it. It works. There ain't no shame in my game. I ain't ashamed of nothing. My Creator done delivered me. I don't have no reason to be shameful. Shame about what? Ain't no shame. I don't have no shame. None at all. I can talk about my story. I can tell you my story. And I don't have no problem with it. That's where I'm at today. All praises to Yeshua. That's where I'm at today. That's where God put me at today. I don't have no shame no more. None. Telling you, that's all you gotta do is get right with yourself. Get right with yourself. Get in that mirror, like I said, and look in that mirror. Don't get in there playing around and trying to look at yourself like you so pretty or like you so handsome. No, the looks go out the window, okay? You want to look within yourself. You want to feel like you looking through yourself. And while you're looking in that mirror, you think about all the things you have done that wasn't right. And if it don't bother you, then something's wrong with you. You don't have a soul or you don't have a heart. Something's going on. Tari say, Miss Lisa gave me that great life lesson when we were talking about a Social Security check and doctors. Come on, Tari, talk about it. Tari been with me for a long time. Tari know. Their YouTube live stream broadcast was last Sunday. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, I love y'all. I come on here, I give y'all, I don't get on here like I would like to, and I gotta straighten that out. I really do. Because I don't be coming on here as much as I would like to come on here because I created a business and I've been putting my time into it, you know. So I apologize for that. But I gotta figure out something so I can get on here more. Because I got so much I want to talk to y'all about. I really do. And I gotta try to work it out. I'ma work it out. I'm gonna work it out. Just have your notifications on so if I do pop up, I hope that you get the notification so you can come on. Yeah. But I love you. I've been on here. Oh, I've been on here. Wow. I ain't mean to stay on here this long. Listen, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in with me. And I hope that I can get back on here tomorrow and talk to y'all because I got some more stuff I want to talk about. Because, yeah, I want to talk about us being good people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a negative person. I like to talk about things that's going to make people think, you know, and that's going to make people look at themselves. Those are the things I like to talk about. You understand? I don't talk about other people. I don't gossip. I'm not a gossiper and all that. I talk about myself and I talk about things that you can do to help yourself because I want you to look at yourself and become a better you. I want the best for you, but you also got to want the best for yourself. You see what I'm saying? I could want the best for you. I could pray till I'm green in the face, or I can get up here and talk to you till I'm green in the face and want the best for you. But you got to want the best for yourself. And you got to want to make the moves to make you a better you. You got to do that. I can't make you do it. You got to want to do it. And that's the problem with some of you. Some of you don't want to face who you really are. Oh, that's a whole nother story, though. We'll talk about that. I hope I can get back on here tomorrow. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. About you running from you because you don't want to face who you really are. Because let me tell you something. Some of us be walking around here, but we already know who we are. We know what type of person we are. Okay? We know what type of person we are. We do. We do. And that's why some of us don't want to face ourselves because we know we are not very good people. I said what I said. Okay? So that's why some of us running from reality. That's why some of us are running from ourselves. That's why some of us don't want to look deep within because we already know who we are. But you can also make that change. I said what I said. You can make that change if you really want to. You can be a better person if you really want to. But that's up to you. That's up to you. That's your choice. That's your choice that you have. And it's up to you what you do with it. Because none of us know how long we're going to be here. So don't keep procrastinating. Don't listen. I'm a firm believer that when you're ready, you take action. When you take action, that means you're ready. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. Charlie say, Miss Lisa, when I share one of your nuggets, I give you credit by saying, I learned that great life lesson from a former heroin addict, life coach, and YouTuber named Miss Lisa. Thank you, Tari. Tari always be giving me my props. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. He sure do. He be giving me my props. I definitely appreciate you, Tari. Because Tari been hanging with me for a long time. He really had. Tari showed me so much love. He really do. He really do. He's always showed me nothing but love. Yeah, he sure do. He been hanging with me for a long time. He sure have. And I appreciate you too. I really do. Much love and respect. Much love and respect, Tari. Always. Yep. I done touch so many people, you know. Some people say something about it. Some people, they won't tell me, but they'll tell somebody else, you know. I don't care. That's what I come on here for. I come on here to touch people, to give the wisdom and knowledge that I have. That's what I do. That's what I like to do. You know, it's not done because I'm looking for, you know, somebody to pat me on my back or whatever. It's not done. It's not about that. It's about getting you to think. And it's about getting you to want to become a better person for yourself. It ain't even about me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You understand what I'm saying? It don't have nothing to do with me. But that's just when I come on here and I spit some messages or whatever, that's why I'm doing it. Because I want somebody to think about themselves, right? And prayerfully, they'll take and change who they are as a person and make themselves a better person. You know? That's why I come on here and I drop some of the wisdom and knowledge that I have. I wish I could get on here more because I have so much to offer. And I know that I could help people by what I know and the things that I've been through in my life, you know. But it's going to work itself out. I'm a firm believer that it's going to work itself out, you know. And I'm just going to get on here whenever I can get on here and just spit what I need to spit. Even if some people watch the replay, that works for me, you know. Long as you catch it and you catch that wisdom and knowledge, hey. And I just feel like this. My video, even though I don't get on here as much as I want to, but my videos will reach the people it need to reach. I believe that. I believe that when I release a video, it touches the people it need to touch. I just believe that. Tari say, it's not just on YouTube. I told my church where I learned the 4 circles of faith from. Thank you, Tari. Tari say, it ain't just on YouTube. That's what I'm talking about, Tari. Put me out there, Tari. Put me out there in the world. I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you. Much love and respect. I sure do. Because you know what I notice? When it comes to YouTube, right? I kind of stay to myself, and I'm going to tell you why I say to myself. Because some people get mad. They'll ask you to come on their platform. I only had one person on YouTube. Out of all these people on YouTube, I have only ran across one person who allowed me on their platform, and they came on my platform. I came on their platform, right? Always show me nothing but love. No joke. Besides Tari. Her name is Goddess Queen Tulsa. I know some of y'all know her. Much love for her. I got mad love for her. Mad love. She has never shown me nothing but love. She's never acted funny towards me or any of that. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. That's all I get from her. I don't care. We don't talk every day, but she know I love her. We ain't got to talk every day. She know if she need me, I'm here. She know that. Ain't no hesitation in it. She know that. You know, if she reach out to me and say, I need you, I'm coming. Right? I love her. I do. I do. She ain't never showed me nothing but love. And that ain't no joke. Her and Tari, out of all the people I done ran across on these YouTube streaks, her and Tari is the only two people I can really say that show me nothing but love. Nothing but love. For real. She ain't never acted funny. She ain't never, got mad with me or just out the clear blue got mad at me and stuff like that. Every time I cross my sister, I get the same attitude. I never get that flip flop and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mad love for her. Tari said, Miss Lisa, another great message you gave me is you're the author of your life. What do you want your obituary to say? Bam. Tari remember them messages. Tari remember everything. I done talked about so much on this channel, and Tari remembers a lot of it. Like, seriously, he remembers a lot of the stuff. Because listen, that's all I want. It's not about me at all. It's about, I feel like God used me. I went through some stuff. I went through some heavy things in my life. But I feel like God used me for what I do right now is come on here and talk to y'all and spit wisdom and knowledge about stuff that I done went through. Okay? That's what I feel as though it was done for. I don't regret nothing I went through in my life. I don't. It made me the person I am today. It really did. It made me the person I am today. I don't regret none of it. I feel like God took me through this to get me where he wanted me to be. And I'm okay with it. Tari said, Miss Lisa helped me regain my voice and telling my experience of how I became a minister. Thank you, Tari. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you. I really do. I really, really do. I have mad love for you. And here you go, got me turned up. It just feel good to touch people in a good way, you know? I don't want people remembering me for gossiping. I don't want people remembering me because I was sitting up on my channel cussing people out and talking to them like they, like they the scum of the earth and stuff like that. I don't want people to remember me for that because that's not who I am as a person. What you see is what you get. This is who I am every day. Okay? If you see me on the street and I may not recognize you, but you may recognize me, I'm going to hug you. We're going to stand there and talk like we've been knowing each other for a couple years because that's who I am. I'm not a funny acting person. I'm not one of those people you see me on YouTube and then when you see me in the street, I act like I don't know you, or once, I might not recognize you, but once you say, I know you from YouTube or something like that, I'm going to be like, oh, what's up? I'm going to give you a hug. We're going to talk for a minute, excuse me, because that's who I am as a person. Mrs. Z, oh, I read that. Okay, I read that one. Yeah, that's who I am. I'm not a flip-flopper. I don't flip-flop on people. But what I had to do, when I first came to YouTube, I had to find that out real quick, that a lot of people are not who they are. A lot of people are not who they say they are on YouTube. Okay? Everybody is not authentic on YouTube. A lot of people do stuff for clicks and views. Okay? They are not trying to be your friend. They are trying to excuse me, y'all. They are trying to get clicks and views, and that's all that matter to a lot of these people. It's clicks and views. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. I'm sorry. I'm not one of those people. I don't need nobody, I don't need to go on nobody's platform because I'm interested in your clicks and your views. Sorry, you got the wrong person when it comes to that. That's not my thing. That's not my MO. Okay? Because one thing about me, I can be me on my channel. Okay? I can be me. I'm authentic and I will always have an audience because I am authentic. Okay? I can be authentic and I'm okay with it. I don't care what you think about me or what you think about me or what Bill think about me or whomever. One thing that I know people accept is you being authentic and being yourself. And that's something that I can do. Okay? So I don't, that's why you don't see me on other people's platforms and stuff. Because everybody thinking that they want to invite you on their platform. And then when you go over there, then after you leave, the chat get to tell them, oh, she trying to get your clicks and views and all this dumbass shit. I don't go on nobody's platform but Queen Tulsa. That's the only platform I go to. If you see me anywhere, it's going to be on her channel. Seriously. Or if Tari having something on his channel, I'll go on his channel if I know about it. Of course, Tari, But these the only two people that you will see me on their channel. Other than that, I'm not going on nobody's channel. Because everybody think that you running on their channel or you trying to get on their channel because you're trying to get a click and a damn view. And that's the furthest thing from my mind. The furthest thing from my mind. So that's how that works. I'm not the one. I am not. Miss Lisa. Oh, Tari said, Miss Lisa, you're always, wait a minute. Miss Lisa, you've always said own your experiences and never let anyone else tell your life experiences. That's right. Because let me tell you something about that. Your story, right? It wasn't meant to be hidden. And your experiences has value. I need y'all to think about that. Okay? Always remember that your story wasn't never meant to be hidden. And your experiences have value, holds value. Okay? And that's facts, big facts. That's why I be telling y'all, that's why I be talking to y'all and letting y'all know that some of y'all that work, or if you lost your job, holler at me. I'm telling you, you have something in your life that has happened where you can take and set it up and make income from it. I just put a whole business together where it's called turning your story into income. Okay? It can be done. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. I'm telling you, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. And it works. Okay? Your experiences holds value. Okay? All you have to do is be one of those people that don't mind telling your story. That's it. And I'm going to tell you something else. It's going to change you. When you start, I'm telling you what I know. When you start your process, right? As you go through it, it's going to change you. And then you can also take and make that part of your story, right? And make income from that. You see what I'm saying? Excuse me. And you ain't telling no lies. It ain't like you gonna be telling people lies. You ain't telling no lies. You telling your story. And the problem is that some people think that their story don't mean nothing. It means a lot. And your experiences holds value. Listen, we could do the same thing. Me and Tari could do the same thing. But guess what? My experience is going to be different than his experience. That's why your experience holds value. You see what I'm saying? Because what he experienced from it could be totally different from the experience I got from it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Yeah, that shit is facts. That shit is fact. And let me tell you something. When you going into your business, don't try to use no old page. Start a new page, right? Start a new page. Because check this out. Some of y'all be getting caught up in the clicks and the views. Stop in how many followers you got. Stop worrying about that. All you need to do is put your story out there. Tell your story. Teach. Put valuable information out there. People are going to follow you anyway. Okay? The people that's interested in what you're doing will follow you. And that's what you want. You want your audience that is interested in you and what you're talking about. You don't want no just random people following you. You want the people who's going to be interested in what you're doing. Okay? Let me tell you, I got a lot of nuggets, y'all, that I can get you. I'm getting off here. I done been on here too long. I usually try to do at least like 30 minutes with y'all. I done been on here a minute. I've been on here over, oh my God, going on 2 hours. I'm getting off here, y'all, because this is a long video. Oh my goodness. This is a long video. But I have a lot of information for y'all, right? Yeah, a lot. That's right. Tari say, Miss Lisa, your videos combined with book of Job taught me the difference between a relationship and a benefitship. Oh yeah, I remember that, Tari. Tari said a relationship is out of free will. A benefitship is out of necessity because one or more persons can't meet their basic needs of life. That's right, Tari. That's right. Tari remember all that. Tari remember all that. I remember a lot of the stuff too, because you know how I remember a lot of my stuff? Because it's stuff that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's my experiences, right? So you don't forget the stuff. You just learn more. You know, you learn more as you go along, but you don't forget it. You don't forget nothing. But yeah, I'm getting off of here, y'all. I've been on here too long. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I hope that's anybody who watches the replay, everybody that watches the replay, I hope y'all watch it all the way through, because I did put a lot of good information in this video. I didn't mean to make it this long, but I did. I didn't even pay attention to the time. I just went on and talked because I hadn't been on here in a while, so I wanted to get on here and talk to y'all. But I didn't mean to do it this long, but hey. Anyway, I'm going to try to come back tomorrow too, though. Hey, I love y'all. Love you, Tari. Thank you for tapping in with me, each one of y'all. Love y'all. Mad love for all of y'all. And thank y'all for tapping in. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know, because in my analytics, I got a lot of people that follow me, that watch me, but you're not subscribed. I don't know why, but if you're watching me and you like the content, or maybe I don't come on here enough. You know, I don't really skulk about the subscribers and stuff, because some people, you know, they want you to come on every day. You know, they want to get to see you every day or something like that. And I don't always get to do that. So I get it. I get it why some people probably not following me, you know, and that's okay. That's okay. For the ones who hanging around and sticking around, I appreciate you. I love you. For the ones that just binge watch me and don't subscribe, I love you too, you know. I appreciate the view. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I try to come on here and give out knowledge and wisdom that helps somebody somewhere. You know what I mean? And with that, I'm okay with it. But I will holler at y'all on the next one. Thank y'all again for tapping in with me. Appreciate you. Love you. And oh, wait a minute. I've always said this. You're one of the greatest teachers of the Holy Bible I know. Thank you, Tari. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really do. Because it just feels good to know that I'm touching somebody, you know? It's good to know that I'm touching at least one person. I know I'm touching more than one person because I have people who, you know, will reach out to me and stuff like that. But it just feels good to know that I'm touching people, period. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all. And I'm really thankful and grateful that y'all are getting something out of it, you know, because I am not your gossiper. I don't talk about celebrities because I'm not into the celebrities. I don't talk about other people. But I do talk about things that people have to deal with their self, you know, because and I talk about self-love because that seems to be something that a lot of us are struggling with is loving ourselves. And so that's why I touch on that a lot, you know, because it's not an easy task, but you can do it. With help, you can do it. You can make it through, you know, and you can get to a place where you love yourself. And I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing because once you learn to love you, it makes it easier for you to love other people, you know? So, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. And that thing I told y'all about, the man in the mirror, that reflection doing the man in the mirror, I'm telling you, it works. It works. If you do it and you do it right, it works, you know? Um, but I'm getting off here, y'all. I done been on here a long time. Love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one. Like, share, and subscribe.